TheSmartLocal.com. Live at TSL!
Hi guys! Welcome to another episode of Live at TSL. Today we are doing the intro at staircase for privacy reasons.
And also just now, Sue told me that somebody kissed her at a staircase last time.
Yeah.
Oh no, my mother watching this! Today, we are going to kaypo somebody's house. And this person, technically she's our boss.
Yes.
Okay, you know our boss as Brian Chu, but we have another boss. So we said, hi Nicole, can we go to your house and ransack your house? And she said, sure. So yeah,
Here we are. Shall we?
Yes, let's go.
Hi guys. Can you take your shoes in?
Hello.
Come, bring your shoes in.
Really? We can bring our shoes in?
Go all the way in with your shoes.
It's very weird.
outside the corridor. Very awkward.
It's very weird.
Okay, so this is actually a 5-room executive maisonette, which means the square feet is probably about like 160,000 square feet. I did not buy it.
Did not buy the house?
I bought the house. I did not buy it and design it myself. The decor that you're going to see today is actually already pre-designed. So when I bought it, it was already like that.
Oh, okay.
Saved me a lot of money, which is why renovation costs were kept quite minimal, probably about $40,000. Because all we did was really touch up the painting on the walls, install minimal carpentry, but that was the whole reason why we wanted to buy this space. So that entrance that you saw was actually designed by the previous owner. It kind of was like a cloakroom entrance.
If somebody wanted to design their house like this, right, what is it called?
I think it would be the industrial theme, probably the closest, because a lot of raw finishing, a lot of metal, so very dark colours.
Shall we start with your living room?
Can do.
By the way, we are going to open all your cupboards.
Oh, okay. So living room, we wanted to keep it really bright and airy. Really like the balcony for me. I kind of told him to leave as many things as he could behind so that I didn't have to pay for it.
Okay, wait. I want to expose Nicole.
Oh my god!
I love this series.
Yeah, and I read it in silence by myself. Yeah. So for the console area, we kept it very low. And the reason is because this whole house has false ceiling, which means it's actually lower than the maximum height. So that's why we kept a lot of things like kind of low profile. So this one we actually had to go and like shop around for it. Because if not, consoles are usually much higher. I bought my own popsicle because COVID period. You cannot keep it away.
Keep it away from her.
Now singing! My ocean eyes. My ocean.
Enough.
The console is not built in, right?
No, it's not. So it's modular. You
Is
can
there a
actually
reason why
reposition.
you're never built in?
Because just in case you want to change anything in the house. Yeah, so the only thing that we've built in is actually the TV, the lights, and also the shelf. But I kind of wanted to keep it quite fluid in case you wanted to move things around. So like for example, even those areas there, which are like the kids' bookshelves and all, I want the house to kind of grow with us.
Right.
And I've learned that the key with kids is you try not to build in everything because then it can change. You can change it out.
Okay, now we will sit on her very comfortable looking sofa. Wow.
Wow. Do you want 50 Shades? Because I actually can read one. Got reading light here.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's the
so this
reading
one
light.
you can position it.
Ma'am, the peacock got a very big piece. Wait, let me
Is this sofa considered like a 6-seater or how many seater?
Well, when we bought it, it was only 3. Yeah,
3-seater?
Correct.
We test.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6-seater. Oh, but this is very comfortable. May I know how much is your sofa?
It was about 6K. It's
Actually, this size is fine.
In this house, what was interesting is we actually had a feng shui master come.
Ah,
But you know,
okay.
because everything is already settled in, right? We didn't want to change the furniture too much. So actually, I know this feng shui guy who actually comes from Taiwan. So he'll come here, he'll look at the elements, and he'll tell you the things that you need to put in your house to be able to counter certain effects. Yeah,
okay.
so they're like secret feng shui things, which I'll show you in a bit. During COVID, I was the collect crystal lady lah, collect plant lady lah. So then this area was where he kind of suggested that it would be the best location to be able to put it in.
Miao Tan.
Yes!
Real eggs?
Real eggs, and it's a real nest. We had pigeons set up nests in front and behind the house before.
Oh!
Yeah, so these were the eggs that didn't hatch.
So Nicole said we can open all her drawers, so we are going to open all her drawers. She's very systematic. You see, got all the mask is here. And then here is...
That's my maze.
Alright, now we are at the Botanic Gardens. The moment I came to her house, right, I was like, wow, that's a lot of trees.
No, literally, you know, these are
Yeah,
like
those are
trees.
trees.
Oh my god, I noticed something very cute. She go and stick jiggly eyes on this
Yeah, you
rock.
can take it out. It's made by my kids. They say it'll be my plant protector.
I don't know why she chose to stand there when she's the tallest.
This one is meant to be a kids area because most kids are not so tall, so they're much shorter.
This is such a great storage space. It's very good. So like, you want to put more drawers also can, you put less drawers also can.
We wanted to make sure it fit our house. IKEA doesn't sell the black one anymore. So we actually go and scout from Carousel.
You're so flawless. One more thing I also want to say. I saw something. Okay.
Wow, memories guys, this one.
Did your mum write for you like that?
Yeah, she will say half an hour break, and then after that, like what time to what time, homework. Can we have sleep time in the office also?
Oh,
Alright, here's the beautiful big dining table with a very interesting looking chair, by the way.
Two.
One for each kid.
Wait, but actually, how do you sit on this chair? Like, just
Put your butt.
like
You can also
this?
sit here.
Oh my god.
Narrow.
It's so narrow.
Actually, it's
No,
you can slide this one out. This one you can add additional accessories so that it can be a front buckle.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, for those babies.
Ah,
So it's very modular.
Means the chair grow up with your kid.
Correct. And like, you know, it's got so many grooves because you can actually like stack it up.
Ah.
This one I feel like I'm doing a product advertisement now.
Is it can use as ladder also?
Yes, we actually do. Can take your weight.
Oh my god, I can touch the ceiling!
This one is also like one of the reasons why I bought it because it's a very huge burner and the oven is like massive.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Did you get this stove or did...
No, it came with the house also.
Oh, it came with the house also?
That's why I said. I thought I got the
Wow.
deal of the century.
By the way, guys, stoves can be quite expensive, especially this kind of range.
Yeah.
This is like almost like the professional type of stove range.
Yeah.
Why do you get this kind of table?
Because I mean, I've said so many times, got kids, right? So I wanted a table whereby it could take the hardiness, basically. Yeah. Because I think a lot of tables are wood, and if it's wood, then you get to see the cutting marks, you get to see the marker stain marks. Whereas this one, like darker color, you can't really spot it.
A lot of
more
thoughts
durable.
into
Yeah.
the space with kids in mind.
Yeah, but still looks stylish.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a sliding door.
Yeah. So actually, when we moved in, this is the door to the toilet. Which I felt was too cumbersome. So we went to install another door inside. But if not, like this is damn heavy. Can you imagine pulling this like 10 times a day?
Yeah. So you have the dryer and the washer here. Ah, okay.
Yeah, because so many people in the house, we cannot have one dryer washer. If not, very hard to cycle the clothes.
That is true. I got a question about the sink.
Yeah.
Why is it so cute?
I don't know, I didn't design it. It's
Previous
also from the
owner.
previous owner, yeah. But you know how like this becomes the area whereby you need to go and hang your poles outside. Because of this, cannot reach one. Because I shop because really cannot reach.
Yeah, it's very fast, yeah. Why is it so fast?
So we never ever use that because we cannot.
Do you feel that you should have had drawers or like cupboards underneath here?
Yes, actually, I would have liked it to be concealed a bit more. So this one came with the wood, so it was very hard to try and install the cupboard doors. So I had to go and shop for something a bit more aesthetically pleasing to contain the stuff at the bottom.
This is the one thing that if you are an Asian, you confirm have this in your house. A bag of bags.
For dustbin.
Yeah. What is this? Mosquito coil looking thing.
To hang towels, bed sheets.
How?
So instead of it being very long, right, you can just coil it around.
Yeah, I thought it's for your underwear, then you just
That one's-
underwear.
That's the clip. So
Very,
this
very
one I
small.
actually installed it myself. The previous owner didn't have. I think they only just used dryer all the way. But I mean, we washed so much, so I didn't want to just be fully reliant on a dryer.
Nicole, you enjoy it?
No,
No, thank you.
I have a comment about the stairs. At night, isn't it very hard to see?
Yes. So that's why I would say the kids are forbidden to go up and down the steps at night.
Actually, right, why not you buy those LED?
Yeah, actually,
Very
those-
ugly.
It's true lah, but
It's very
like-
ugly. If really needs me, we turn on the lights here, lor.
There's lights?
Yeah,
underneath the handrail.
Oh.
Okay,
But
let's
yeah,
go
you're
up.
right.
Okay. The moment we come up the stairs, we see the kids' room already. It's
Yeah.
very open. Is it on purpose?
Yeah, we like the open concept, and actually the windows that are there, it's all fully openable. Yeah, so that you can actually have a full wind flow lah. Yeah, there's a pull-up bed in case anybody is sick. Then you know, I don't want to keep on having to keep coming into their room. So then I'll like sleep here, and I really have to. It's not very troublesome.
I love the wall. Wait, did it come with the house also, or did you face it?
Can buy on Taobao.
Oh, it's like little sticker decals.
Yeah, just sticker decals. Then this one also similarly, cupboards are boy and girl. The same laminate as the one in the kitchen.
One thing very smart, right, are the plugs. It's on the side of the cabinets, not on the wall.
Yeah.
So that it's not blocked.
So we actually went to plot where we think we will need to connect what. So give some good thought about your plugs.
Yes, correct.
If not, you extension.
Yeah, if not, you'll have like random plugs that you don't use.
Okay, I see you also install all the blinds here.
Yeah, also came with the house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this used to be a study room, which is why like the doors have no locks because it was not intended for it to be locked.
Okay, so we are in the room right opposite your kids' room.
This one is actually my helper's room, and then also what we installed here were the wardrobes here. We've kept it quite minimal so that we can move things around because in case, for example, this becomes my mother's-in-law kind of room, you know, we wanted to have the flexibility of that. So most of the storage kind of goes in concealed areas that you've seen, you know, underneath the windows here.
Okay, now on to the master bedroom to see all her private things. Oh, the door is so cute.
Guys, the door, right, you all go out.
Oh.
Why?
But you open inwards lah. You don't usually open outwards, right?
Yeah, we don't usually open out.
So there's no door slamming here.
Correct, there's no door slamming. But also this door is very solid, which means, right, the most soundproof room in the whole house is actually my bedroom.
As it should be.
Yeah. So you come in here, quite interesting. They had combined 2 toilets on this floor into one, which is why it will feel very large, right? So this is the master bedroom, very simple. So because this room, right, initially when I bought it, it was a 3-sided curtain. Like there were curtains on 3 sides. Yeah. So the window, the wardrobe, and here.
Oh.
Yeah, then the bed is exactly in the same position. So you feel like you're in a funeral. Because like all the fabric around you is only time and then you know, and then it's really like funeral lah, you know? So we took it down. But the reason why they had those curtains, right, was for 2 purposes. Number one, they had very open wardrobe concept. So the curtains were to close the wardrobe. And then it was also to close this entrance area. So I think when people use the toilet in the middle of the night, they wouldn't be struck with the light. So because I removed the curtains, I installed this door. This roller door.
They didn't have this.
So now every time when we sleep, we will close that. Yeah, so that if the kids use the toilet, the lights will not come in.
So then for the headboard, was it done by you or the previous
Also the previous owner. That's why I said everything was the previous owner. So the same material that was used for the headboard, actually it's the same material for the floor, which stretches across the whole of the 2nd floor. Yeah, so it's a seamless one. So the one thing about homes, right, is that I think they have a lot of tendency to each room different tile type, which really breaks the view of how the house looks like. And if it's a single uniformity, right, it actually makes it look larger.
Okay, I noticed your bed is the can pull up kind for storage.
Yes, it's a very good area to be able to conceal stuff.
So is it really like airtight? Like lizards really cannot go in?
Lizards really cannot go in because of weight.
Because then maybe I'll consider for my future house.
So you will not buy if the lizards can go in?
Yeah.
But it's like cupboards ah. It's like normal one. Cupboards also lizards cannot go in one. But it's not airtight.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, wow.
Your bathroom is huge, by the way.
I love the double sinks.
Actually, after a while, you don't.
Oh, you just
use the same one. Cause like most convenient one.
Justin, you got here? His dream, right, was to have like the his and her sink.
And after a while, it's like you come out of the toilet, you use this one. It is just which one I'm nearest. Or if I'm standing here, it's like you go the other side lah. You know.
Yeah, but I guess it's useful, right, in the morning when both of you are getting ready.
Correct. Yeah, then you don't have to like crowd around and sing. Yeah, that's when it's useful lah.
There's not enough space for all 3 people, so I'm here to give the tour of her toilet. This is where they shower, and as you can see, if it's me, every day, I must climb over this piece quite high to shower here. Actually, this one can be bathtub Oh my god, Nicole, you can make this a bathtub
It's a bathtub.
It is a bathtub?
It's meant to be a bathtub.
Right, you said.
But right, it's very weird.
Oh, so you really will use this as a bathtub at times?
The kids will use it as a bathtub. For me, I've tried, but I find it very awkward to be sitting on what I feel like
a floor.
Yeah, a floor. It's like, can you imagine like sitting down and then like naked on the floor?
It gives onsen vibes.
Legit. Really? Yeah.
Legit.
Okay, I find it very weird.
Okay, thank you, Nicole, for letting us invade your place.
No problem.
And exposing you and your 50 Shades of Grey. Actually, one thing I wanted to ask, which I forgot about just now, is how old is this house and is it considered a resale?
So this is considered a resale because I think Masionettes, they don't make new ones anymore. Yeah, so it's about 37 years.
You mentioned that you did not get an ID, right? Because
we actually got my project manager who did my previous home. What I really wanted was somebody that can coordinate the changes that I needed. So if you look at that, it's already like many different people because maybe got electrician, maybe got carpenter. So I wanted a project manager to come in and manage my schedule and manage the budget. Those were the 2 main things because I wanted to die must move in 1 month. So everything needs to be sorted back to back very cleanly lah. And why I didn't go maybe to a contractor, right, is because then I have to manage so many different contractors. So interior designer, I feel like the most important person actually, from even if you had interior designer, is to have a project manager because interior designer can design it very beautifully, but not all interior designers I've realized have the practical knowledge to then transpose it to how it's being made. It's always during the communication of this is what I thought the house is going to look like to what it actually really looks like in reality, and it's that gap in between, which actually I feel like that project manager role is so important. So don't just interview the ID, but also interview and ask who's their project manager. Yeah.
Then what is one tip you would give to people getting like a resale house?
Check your water pipes. The things that you cannot see.
Yes. Oh, why?
So you didn't notice it just now and I didn't highlight it, but one of the biggest scares that we had when we came into this house was we changed everything from the electrical works to the Wi-Fi to the aircon trunking, and the one thing we didn't change was the water pipes, thinking that, oh, you know, can't be that bad lah. Or rather, maybe it didn't cross our minds because the sinks are all there already, you know, the beautiful sink. I wasn't going to hack it all out. And then it turned out that after we moved in, right, the whole estate was going through HIP upgrading. So whoever drills on top of us, we can feel the vibration. So actually, the lower level here on this floor started leaking. And we were like, oh, sian. And it was damn scary because the worst case scenario could be I had to change both toilets, which we already moved in by then. Then it's like, can you imagine the dust?
Yeah.
So that's one thing I would say, like for resale, right, check the things that you cannot see. Your wiring, your water pipes, and all of your aircon trunking.
Thank you for watching this episode of Live at TSL.
If you liked it, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, ring the notification bell down below and watch our other videos over there.
Bye! Mr. Bossman, your house next.
Our other boss. Yes, our other boss.